Voting's not only a right, it's a civic duty. One nonprofit is looking to empower voters this election year, and they're going to the streets to do it. Joining me now to tell us all about Voter Empowerment Tour is Lynda Lloyd, founder of Young Urbanites Unite. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So how does this tour really educate residents on their voting rights?
Well, what we're doing is we're letting people know, first of all, who's eligible to vote. And many people in the community don't know that they're eligible to vote if they have finished serving their parole and probation times or if they have become new citizens.
Who's been registering? Students, seniors?
We've had a lot of young people who are newly 18-year-olds register to vote. We had a lot of people change their address, and some of those people are seniors as well.
So you've had a lot of people out there, and so what's it actually meant to you to be a part of this voter drive and voter registration?
Well, for me, it's extremely important because I want to make sure that the residents of Newark actually know what their rights are, and so that they can register and come out and vote so that we can have more political power in our city coming from the people and not having the elected officials just make decisions because they don't have people to be accountable to.
Now, you've got a deadline of October 16th. You plan on registering 10,000 voters.
Yes.
How are you going to do that?
Well, we're partnering with different businesses, religious institutions, and organizations so that they can register their constituencies to vote as well. They'll be registering people at events. We're also going to we're participating with the National Voter Registration Day. We're going to do a huge rally on the steps of City Hall September 25th. So we're getting organizations to come out there, and we'll be registering the people to vote as well.
Now, the tour is, of course, nonpartisan, so you're not going to be telling people who to vote for.
Right. Young Urbanites Unite is a nonprofit organization, so this tour is definitely nonpartisan.
So why do you feel that the 2012 election is so important?
Well, there was a lot of noise around the election in 2008, but this time around, for some strange reason, we don't have the same excitement, and so we want to let Newarkers know that this election is extremely important and that their voice matters.
So why do you think the voice level is so low?
Maybe the understanding of what is really going on, what's taking place politically, not the same excitement pushing from the political parties as it was 4 years ago. So we are taking it upon ourselves to drum up the excitement in our community.
So what's the overall message you're trying to send out to the residents of the community when it comes to voting?
The Newark Voter Empowerment Tour wants the residents to know their rights, who can actually register to vote, and the importance of voting, and that they should come out on November the 6th.
For instance, if you're out on probation, it's still okay to vote?
Right. If you have already served your time on probation or parole, you have to re-register, but you can register and vote this November.
Driver's license needed to register or to go and vote?
You don't need your driver's license, but we are encouraging people to bring an ID, especially first-time voters.
Pennsylvania is different than New Jersey. In New Jersey, you're not required to bring an ID, but you're encouraged to bring one.
Right, and we're encouraging the people who we educate to bring an ID as well, so that there won't be any problems when they get to the polls.
Thanks, and good luck on that $10,000 voter goal.
Thank you.
If you have ideas about topics you'd like to see discussed, please log on to my9tv.com and click on Public Affairs. We want to hear from you. You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's all for today's show. Thank you so much for joining us. For My 9, I'm Brenda Blackman, and we'll see you next week on New Jersey Now.